great people of Ghana, it's a Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, has actually come out to institute 6 new policies intervention in Ghana. That this will actually be very wonderful because it will govern the people of Ghana embassies and it will tackle so many misconduct. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, has stated that decisive actions and measures are being taken by the office to address what he described as misconduct and discontentious conduct within some Ghanaian embassies and diplomat mission. He is not just backing out in any of these because he is actually here to reset Ghana, fix whatever that is not working well in Ghana, and actually give us the best of his position, just as he has actually alleged during the campaign time. In a Facebook post addressing concerns raised by some Ghanaians about issues at various embassies, the minister stated that he has instituted 6 new policies directive to address the grievances of individuals who have led unpleasant experiences or just have had any unpleasant experience at this diplomat mission, and it will actually be very, very punishable. Anyone that has to go contrary to what he has actually put down. Ablakwa stated that as part of the new directives, the ministry has implemented a code of conduct to guide how embassy staff should interact with clients. Very, very important because most of these people will actually think they've arrived. You see these people working in banks, embassies, hospitals, and some other places. Once they are there, they will not just be acting like they were there to serve us. They will just be acting like they are just there as the Lord of Business Savior. And here, since it has gotten to the directive and the table of our Minister of Foreign Affairs, he has actually not stood to address it. He has already implemented a code of conduct that will be governing these people and to help them actually make them know where and where how to actually handle people. Ablakwa stated that as part of the new directive, the ministry has implemented a code of conduct to guide how embassy staff should interact with clients. Additionally, he announced that instructions have been issued to these configurations on phone system to enable the embassies to handle multiple calls simultaneously, among others. All your justified grievances about the lack of response and this contentious conduct at some of these Ghanaians missions abroad have been duly noted and should also indicate that I read with considerable outreach Prof. Kojodel's article on his rather displeasing experience at 2 of our missions in the past. Such commendable conduct won't be allowed to on my watch, as he actually posted this on Monday 9th June 2025. He is actually not only condemning it but has brought out so many things that will actually govern this, and any of these that will not work according to these rules and regulations will actually be sent out. Like it has a very punishable stuff. All your justified grievances, not just that. So many people have actually laid so much complaint, not just on his table. Some posted, some actually made it aware that some of these thefts are actually doing contrary to what they were sent to do. And he is actually seeing all our posts, being that he's actually laid down his life to make sure that he do this work and perfect everything not working well in Ghana. His post added that whereas a good number of our mission pursues excellency, constant empathy, and high professionalism, a few missions have clearly not impressed with their many years of poor services. As Foreign Affairs Minister, even though this worrying state of affairs predicts my tenure, I take full responsibility and hereby assures that decisive measures are being taken to remedy the situation consistent with President Mahama's reset agenda. You all will bear witness that the President of the nation, President John Dramani Mahama, actually came with full force to reset Ghana. Yes, you heard him when he actually said that he was coming to reset Ghana, and he was actually coming to work with integrity, accountability, and advices that will actually keep them on the air, so that people will actually bring their grievances, people will actually register their displeasures to make sure that it is being tackled. And here Okudzeto Ablakwa has actually taken the smart move, so every one of us will actually see it here. Let's just check out the new policies that have actually been invented now already. Yes, here are below of the inventions. Number one, a new code on how all these who engage with our mission should be treated has been deployed already. So that's to say, it is safe to say that the configuration and the code of conduct will actually be working, and they will be working through the code of conduct. All our missions will actually be treated as one big family, and no disrespect, no one will be treated unfairly, and everything will actually work as the Minister for Foreign Affairs has actually laid them out. Number two, directives on the reconfiguration of phone system to allow for the accommodation of multiple simultaneous calls have actually been issued. Not just that. Number three, all official phone calls to our embassies, high commissions and consulates will now be recorded for periodic review by management to assess level of professionalism and consular empathy. This is actually a very big one of it, coming out to actually know that when someone is actually doing the work diligently and actually understand that there is either camera or video recording of what he or she is actually doing in the office, you see professionalism will be at its peak. And here the Minister for Foreign Affairs has actually intervened that all officials' phone calls henceforth in the embassies and high commissions and consulates will now be recorded. And not just that it will be recorded, it will actually still be reviewed periodically, and the management will assess this to know the level of the professionalism that is actually happening in this office. Oh wow, this is actually a very welcome development, and this will actually keep these people, they start working in their toes to actually make sure that they know what they are doing. Pattern number four, mechanism have actually been put to place with service providers to conduct regular verification to ascertain if calls from the general public are being responded to by embassy officials. Just as we've actually seen, once they know that someone is watching them and things are actually put in place to actually make sure if the service providers and every other person that is actually in this position to conduct their regular verification and to ascertain if the calls from the general public are actually being responded by the embassy. This alone actually will put them on their toes once again. And number five of it is strict protocols of responsiveness and accessibility are actually being made part of our novel, the KPLs, for soon to be appointed ambassadors and the high commissioners. Not just the staff, even the ambassadors will actually still be checkmates, and even the high commissioners. And of number six and the last of it, officials whose conduct falls short of this prescribed standard of responsiveness and acceptance consular relations will face appropriate sanctions. And wow, you've actually said it that since there is law, there is punishment, everything will actually work the way it's supposed to work. This already has actually been instituted, as you already have seen that Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, has already instituted 6 new policies that will actually intervene at Ghanaian embassies to actually tackle this misconduct. Please do well to comment all you understand, how you see it and how you want it to be. Also do well to like, comment and follow. Put on the notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks my people.